Saturday night, I turned the TV on just to see what was going on. You've been gone a while, didn't hear from you. I just want to know if you're safe and sound, 'cause I want to know if you made it out or if you're caught up in the mess. So tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I don't wanna lose you. It ain't easy 'cause I know I'm better with you. But tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't know what I'll do.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Healing Connection. I'm your host, Joy McBride. Today's episode is going to be a little different. It's just you and me, and we are going to do something that might feel a little strange at first, but it can be incredibly powerful. We're going to write a letter to our future self. Not a cheesy, dear me, hope you're rich and living on the beach somewhere, but a kind of letter. Hey, though, if it's where you end up, good for you. No, this is about something. How do I take care of myself today? So that the version of me 6 months ago, a year, or from now, or even 5 years from now, is stronger, calmer, more grounded, and maybe just a little bit more at peace. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about why a letter to your future self can actually help, share parts of a letter I'm writing to my own self, walk you through some questions and prompts that you can answer, and hopefully I can give you some practical ideas on what you can start doing now to help your future version of yourself out. So if you can, grab a notebook, some paper, or open a note app on your phone. If you're driving or at work, no stress. You can just listen and come back to this when you are able to. Before we get into the letter itself, let's just arrive in this moment. If it feels safe for you, then go ahead and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale gently through your mouth, like you're slowly letting air out of a balloon. Why don't we do that a couple more times together? Breathe in through your nose. Hold it for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale through your mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. You made it to this exact moment. Whatever today looks like, whether it's good, bad, or messy, you're still here. And that's where we're starting part 1. Why write to your future self? When life is tense, whether you're a veteran, first responder, caretaker, else, or just someone who's been through some stuff, your brain automatically goes into survival mode. In survival mode, we're not thinking, how do I make things easier for myself 6 months? We're thinking, how in the hell do I get through today? And that makes sense. Your brain is trying to protect you. But here's the thing. If we never think about our future self, we end up overcommitted, exhausted, financially stressed, and emotionally burnt out. Then one day we look up and think, how did I even get here? Why does everything feel so heavy? A letter to your future self is like sending up a flare. Is you saying, see you, I'm thinking about you, I'm doing what I can right now to make life a little easier for you. It's also a chance to capture what you've already survived, how to honor how far you've and gently challenge yourself to taking small steps. This isn't about shame. This isn't future me. Why aren't you playing perfect by now? This is actually, hey, I know this is hard. I know it doesn't always feel like it's getting better, but I'm on your side. I'm doing what I can for you from way back here. So let's get into it. Part 2. Getting ready and setting the scene. If you're able to write right now, I want you to set up yourself. Grab a pen, paper, journal, or open a note on your phone on an app, or you can hit record with a voice note. If you're in a safe place to do it, maybe sit with your feet flat on the floor. Take one more slow breath, deep breath. If you can't write right now, that's okay. Just listen and let the questions sink in. You can always reply to this later when you're ready to put pen to paper. When we write to our future selves, we're doing 3 things. 1, we're naming where we are right now. Number 2, speaking kindness and truth to the future version of us. Number 3, making small promises, not huge, not unrealistic ones, but about what we're going to do to help that future self. I'm going to read a version of the letter I might write on my own future self. You can borrow any lines that resonate or spark ideas for your own. Part 3. Reading the letter. You can write at the top of your page, letter to my future self. And then, dear future, you pick a time if you want. You're writing to yourself 6 months from now, or a year, or 5 years. You might even write, dear me, 1 year from today, whatever feels right. I'm going to read this slowly and leave space for you to jot down anything that hits home. Part 1, acknowledging survival. If you're reading this, it means you kept going. That alone is a big deal. I know there were days when getting out of bed felt like a mission. Days when your brain wouldn't slow down. Nights when the past felt louder than the present, and you still made it here. Give listeners time to write. You can add your own details here. Specific things you survived, places you've been, changes you've gone through. Part 2, naming where you are now. Right now, as I write this, here's where I'm at, and I feel tired, anxious, hopeful, numb, angry, grateful. Whatever it is true. I'm dealing with stress at work, healthy stuff, family challenges, or even money. I'm trying to figure out what's next, how to heal, how to be more present. If you're listening, you can write, I want to actually finish those sentences. Right now, I feel fill in the blank. I'm dealing with fill in the blank. I'm trying to figure out fill in the blank. It doesn't have to be pretty. It must be on it. Part 3, offering compassion. I don't know exactly what you're feeling or what you're facing or where you are, but I want you to know this. I'm not mad at you for the days you're struggling. I'm not disappointed in you for still working through things we thought we would be fixed. Healing is not a straight line. You don't owe anyone a perfect recovery, even me. You might want to add, you're not broken. You're not weak for needing help. You are not a burden. Let's let some of that sit for a minute And I want you to think about each one of those. Part 4, promises from the present you. Now we get into the part that's helping your future self out. This is where present you says, here's what I'm doing to make a life a little bit better for you. Not huge, impossible promises like, I promise we'll be totally healed, rich, shredded, meditating at 4 a.m. every day. No, we're going for realistic kinds of commitments. You may write, I can't promise you everything will be easy, but I can promise you this. I will do my best to get more rest. I will reach out instead of isolating wherever I can. I will keep learning tools that help calm my mind. I will try to talk to myself with the same respect I would give you or a friend. You can add some very specific things like here, like I'm making that appointment I've been putting off. I'm setting up a small savings plan. I'm working on saying no when I'm at capacity. I'm trying to eat one real meal a day instead of going on fumes. Think of this as a packing list for your ruck for your future self. What are you putting in? Part 5, encouragement to future you. Now speak directly to your future self like you would speak to someone that you care about. I hope you're giving yourself more credit than you used. I hope you're letting people love you, support you, and walk beside you. I hope you've been taking at least some of the boundaries we're talking to about building right now. And if you haven't, that's okay too. You're getting to start again as many times as you need. If you're going through a hard season right now, please remember you survived your worst days before. You're not alone. Reaching out is a strength, not a weakness. Remember that. Reaching out is never, ever a weakness. You can write down your own version of that. Keep it simple, keep it honest. Part 6, closing your letter. Thank you for keeping us going. Thank you for not giving up on the days it would have been easier to check out. I'm proud of you. Even if you don't feel proud of yourself yet, with love, me. If you've been riding along with me, you might have reached a rough draft for your letter now. It doesn't have to be perfect, high, or nobody else is grading this. This is just you talking to you. If you have to write down everything that you're thinking at that moment, put it to the side, come back to it, look it over again with fresh eyes, and fix what you would like to fix or change things that you would like to see change. Part 4, breaking down, helping your future self. Now let's zoom out for a little bit. It's one thing to write to your future self. It's also another thing to change how you take care of that person. I want you to walk through a few areas where you can start helping your future self out, starting today. You can think of these categories in your life where small choices have a huge impact later. We'll be talking about your body, your mind and emotions, your relationships, your time and energy, your money and your responsibilities, your mission and meeting. You don't need to fix all of these at once. Just notice which one hits you the hardest and maybe choose one or two to focus on. Your body. Your future self has to live in the body you're taking care of, not taking care of it right now. This doesn't mean pushing workouts or extreme diet. It means small ways you can help yourself. Ask yourself, What's one thing I can do most days to help my body feel a little better? That might be drinking more water, eating one real balanced meal, stretching in the morning, taking a short walk, or even getting to bed 30 minutes earlier. You can even write this in your letter. Future me, I am trying to take care of you by drinking more water, moving my body, and honoring rest. Your future self will feel the difference. Number two, your mind and emotion. Future you also inherits whatever you do with your thoughts and feelings. Helping your future self might look like finally talking to someone like a therapist, counselor, a chaplain, or even in a support group, practicing grounding or breathing for just a few minutes a day, writing things down instead of letting them swirl. You can promise yourself something like, I'm working on not stuffing everything down anymore. I'm learning to notice when I'm overwhelmed and to use tools instead of exploding or shutting down. You don't have to be fixed to help yourself. You must be a little bit more aware and a little bit more kind. Part four, your relationships. Think about future you waking up 5 years from. Who do you want around you? Helping your future self might mean nurturing the relationships that are supportive, steady, and safe. Being honest about relationships that constantly drain or even hurt. Saying, I am struggling. Can we talk? Instead of ghosting. Maybe in your letter, you might write, I'm trying to be braver in how I love people and how I let them love. I'm learning to set boundaries that protect my peace without shutting everyone. That's real work and it matters. Time and energy. Your future self will thank you for learning to say no sometimes, not saying yes to everything out of guilt, creating small pockets of rest. I want you to ask yourself, where am I overcommitted right now? What could I let go of or do more simply? You can write, I'm not trying to run both ends of the candle anymore. I'm leaving a little space in my week, so don't burn yourself out. Part five, your money and your responsibilities. I'm not here to give you financial advice, but I do know this. Your future you will feel it. Your ways of reacting to emergencies, or you're slowly building small habits that create more stability. Helping your future self might be making a basic budget, starting a tiny savings cushion, paying on one bill that you actually push back. Make that phone call to sort out paperwork or benefit. In your letter, babe, I know money has been stressful. I'm taking small steps so you don't feel so trapped. It's not perfect, but it's a move. Part six, your mission and meaning. Lastly, your future self is going to want to look back and feel like your life mattered in some way. Not in some huge, flashy way, but in the quiet ways, like showing up for people, using your story to help someone else, doing work that aligns with your values when you can. Helping your future self might mean continuing to share your story when it's safe to do so, pursuing hobbies or projects that give you a sense of purpose, being willing to say, what kind of life do I actually want? You might write, I want you to feel like our pain wasn't wasted. I'm trying to turn some of that into healing for us and for others. Part 5, guided reflection. Let's build your letter. Now, I want you to slow things down and give yourself some space. If you're able to write right now, I'm going to ask a series of questions. You can pause the episode whenever you need to, and you need a little bit more time. If you're just listening, you can write in your head or come back to this to write at the top of your page, letter to my future self. What am I doing to help you? Then answer these prompts inside your letter. Right now, I feel, fill in the blank. To be honest, even if it's uncomfortable, I'm proud of myself for, fill in the blank. At least one thing, no matter how small. Here are 3 things I've already survived. Remind your future self how strong you are. Here's one thing I'm going to start doing to help you for your body, for your mind, for your relationships. Here's one thing I'm going to stop doing because it hurts us. Maybe it's doom scrolling, isolating, yelling, overspending, saying yes to everything. If you're reading this in a hard season, I want you to remember, what truth do you want to send forward to your future self? If you want, you can pause this episode and go back and listen to those questions, or feel free to come back to it and take your time. I'm not asking you to rush this. This is something that is for you, that you need to do, or that I suggest that you should do to help yourself look back on how far you've become. Because this is your letter. It's not for me or anybody else. This is for you. Part 6, what to do with your letter. Okay. So you've got some kind of letter now. Maybe messy, maybe unfinished. And I promise that is okay. It really is. What now? Here are a few ideas. Set a date when you'll read it. Could be 6 months from now. It could be 1 week from now, or even tuck it away and surprise yourself later. Put it somewhere that you may forget about it, and when you're looking for stuff, it may pop up, but you must put it somewhere safe. This is your letter. Keep it safe. A journal, a drawer, an envelope marked on it, open one, and put the date. Or in a secure digital note labeled clearly. Revisit it and update it. You're allowed to write new letters as you can turn this into a yearly ritual, letter day for you. And if you want, you can even write a short version of your letter you want to keep in your wallet or on your phone. Here are a few lines that would be like, future me, I am trying. I am proud of you for being here. You don't have to do this alone. Sometimes just a few sentences can help you through a really rough night. Part 7. You're not doing this alone. I want to say this directly. You might feel alone. You might feel like nobody's really understanding what's happening inside of you. You might feel like you're supposed to be the strong one, the quiet one, the one who doesn't need much help. But that story is heavy, and it's not the whole truth. You're allowed to ask for help, take up space, saying, I'm not okay today. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. Just be honest. And as you're thinking about your future self, I want you to imagine that version of you looking back at you right now. What would they say? Maybe, thank you for not giving up. Thank you for reaching out that one time. Thank you for starting therapy or a breathing exercise. or an honest conversation. Thank you for writing this letter. A letter to your future self is one way of saying, I believe there's a future me, and I care about them. That hope is not alone. As we get ready to wrap up today, I want to invite you to do one of three things after this episode. Finish or reread your letter. Share the idea with someone you trust, or maybe even remember to put a reminder in your phone when you're going to open it. If you ever want to share your letter, or you just need someone to hear it where you're at, you can reach out to me. You can email me at cooljoe77 at heroobjective.com. Now remember, I can't fix anything and I don't have all the answers. I'm trying to help you and give you thoughts and feelings and things you can work. But this space, Healing Connection, is here so you don't have to walk this road alone. And before we go, as I say in everything, this needs to be very clear. If you're listening to this and you're in a dark place, if you're thinking about harming yourself, or you feel like you're at the end of your rope, please, 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 please reach out for help right now. Call, dial, text 988. Veterans press 1, and everyone else stay on the line. This is so free, so confidential. It's a support that you deserve. Why? Your life matters. Reaching out is not failure. It's courage. Now, that being said, take one last deep breath with me. Inhale slowly. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Future you is real. Future you is worth fighting for. And today, by showing up here, we're listening and writing. You've already done something beautiful for them. Thank you for spending this time with me. Please take care of yourself today. Until next time, remember, I will always have your sex if you need me. I am Joey, and I'm signing off for right now. Until we meet again, thank you guys very much, and I will see you again. Goodbye.
'Cause I don't wanna lose you. It ain't easy 'cause I know I'm with you, but tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't know what I'll do without you. Are you okay? So tell